Welcome to class, everybody. You can stay facing front. I'm turning side on so you can see me do this roll down. We're going to do about 3 or 4 roll downs. So drop your head forward, roll the upper spine forward, roll through the lower back, fold at the hips, and then roll back up through the spine, opening up your spine. And again, chin to throat, nose to navel. Allow the crown of the head to drop towards the floor and then slowly rolling up, opening up your back. Noticing where you feel the stretch along the spine and send your breath into that area. Might even be the back of the legs. Really nice way to start class. And then we're going to turn face the front. We're going to do a side bend. So you bend over to the right and then back to center. And then bend over to the left and then back to center. Imagine you're in between 2 sheets of glass. Okay, so just side on bending. We'll just do 1 more of these. Notice the stretch through your side body and then return. Okay, so this class is an all-over body workout, but we're going to be honing in on stability work. Make sure you're lying straight, and then we're going to start with some pelvic floor, so rib cage breathing, pelvic floor, navel to spine. Okay, so neutral pelvis, you've got your tailbone down, little hollow in the lower back, hands on the ribs. Breathing in wide into the ribs, and then breathing out through your mouth, lift your pelvic floor, zip your tummy up. Breathing in wide ribs, and then breathing out, zip your pelvic floor and the deep abdominals up. 2 more of these. Breathing in wide ribs. From the pelvic floor, we zip the pubic bone up to the belly button, keeping the lower back still. And 1 more. So that's your abdominal connection. Now we're going to go into some knee floats. So 1 leg up, followed by the other, and 1 leg down, followed by the other. Good. 4 sets of these. Keep your lower abdominals firm. Make sure your lower back and pelvis stay very still in neutral. Good. And now we're going to hold the legs up, and now open your left leg out to the side like you're getting out of a car, and then back to center. And then the other leg opens. Now the challenge here is to keep your pelvis still as you move your thighs. Don't compensate by opening up the other leg, just 1 leg at a time. Now into single leg stretch. Reach the leg out and then bend, and then reach the leg out. The challenge here is to keep your lower back and pelvis very still as you zip your tummy up. Good. Place the feet down. Good. So that's just connecting to your pelvic stability. Now we're going to do spine curls in 8 stages. You're going to lift your tailbone up to the ceiling, breathing into pause, and then roll back to the start. And again, lift the tail up a little higher this time, breathing into pause, and then breathing out, rolling back down. We want to feel the glutes, the back of the legs engage. Lift the tailbone up, we lift up a little higher, and then sequentially roll through the spine. We're doing up to 8 of these. Lift the tailbone up, squeeze in the back of the legs, and then rolling back down. You might even want to give your glutes a little poke there to see if they're both engaged. And over the 8, so we've got about 2 or 3 more, you slowly lift the height of the spine curl. Good. 1 more. Lift the tailbone up, lift all the way up, reach the knees away, keeping the spine nice and straight as you roll up and roll down. So you don't want the hips to rock left and right, and you want the spine to sequentially roll through that center line. Okay. So now we're going to go into hula. So you're going to lift your head and your chest up, arms reach out by your side, cross the left hand over the right, and then pulse. 2, 3, squeeze your armpits down to your hips. 4, 5, 6. Now keep your pelvis very still. Good. Lower down, have a little breather. Now oblique. So you lift up, now rotate to the right, And you're going to do anywhere between 6 to 10 of these. Focus on your pelvis, staying still. Tailbone down, little hollow in the lower back, tummy zipping up. Good, have a little rest, and then the other side. So the hands are crossed over and then you pulse between 6 to 10. Tummy zips to move. Tummy zips and to move. And pulsing. Good work. Okay, now we're going into toe tap, single, single, double. Legs start up. Tap your right calf down, back up. Tap your left calf back down, and then both. And now your left leg taps and lift it, taps and lift it, and then both. Good. A few more sets, okay, so maybe 2 more sets. Stability is the focus. Keep your lower back and pelvis very still, zipping up through your tummy muscles to keep your lower back and pelvis motionless. Good. A few more goes, a few more sets. Keep the lower back supported by your abdominals. The last one. Drawing the ribs in. Well done. Now draw the knees in towards your chest and just pulse your knees in towards your chest a few times, massaging out the hips and the lower back. You might even want to open your knees slightly. And then we're going to go into hip rolls with one leg extension. So start position, knees bent, hands on the shoulder rests. Roll onto your right hip, straighten the top leg, bend, and then return. Roll onto the left hip, straighten the top leg, bend, and return. Good. So you breathe in to roll, breathing out to straighten, breathing in to bend, breathing out to return. Breathing in to roll, out to straighten, in to bend, return. Good. Now I want you to keep your shoulder blades very stable as you do this. So think of plugging your shoulder blades back into the carriage, anywhere between 6 to 10 sets. And you go over, focus on that left shoulder, staying down on the carriage. Do not lift it up. We're focusing on stability. Keep the shoulders as stable as you can, imprinting them into the carriage. Good. Place the feet down. Have a little rest. A few deep breaths. Now set the headrest up so you feel comfortable. And we're going to go into Pilates plus pulses. Heels on the bar, sit bone width apart, pelvis and spine in neutral. We're doing 10 of these. Straighten your legs and bend. Breathing out to straighten, breathing in to bend. Stability focus means when we're doing our plies, making sure that your lower back and pelvis remain very, very motionless. Okay, so we're doing the plie from the hip socket rather than moving your lower back. Okay, so you're straightening your legs and bending them. So after 10 of these, we're going to do pulses. So you go halfway out, fully straighten the legs, and then bend them to that halfway position. 10 of these. Okay, so you straighten and then a half squat. Straighten and then halfway down, controlling the equipment. Okay, so 10 of these, about 3 more. Keeping your pelvis and lower back very steady. Good. And then the lower half, go all the way into the stopper, then halfway out, then all the way into the stopper. Okay, we're doing 10 of these as well. So now we're focusing on squeezing the back of the knees, drawing the bed into the stopper. Squeeze the back of the knees. Are you able to keep that little hollow in the lower back? 1 or 2 more. Good. Okay, so now toes on the bar. Exactly the same thing. So we do 10 full range. Out through the mouth, in through the nose. Keeping the ankles stable. So keep those heels slightly lifted. Keeping the pelvis and lower back stable. Deep abdominals are zipping up to help you stay stable. Then we do pulses to the top range. So push.
Hello. For the rest of that workout,
go to my website, which is nellh.tv. There you will find my unique systematic approach to the Pilates method. There's packages there for the Reformer, for the Wonder Chair, and also for the Cadillac. I hope you enjoy, and remember, movement is medicine.